refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome to the weekly special. We have some great guests on today, and we got some good topics today. A lot's changed in the NBA bracket as far as the playoffs. But before we get started, let's introduce who we got so far. We got my man Jamo. How you doing, Jamo?
What's up, bro? I'm doing great. Blessed to be here. Let's get it in.
All right, let's get it. We got the number 1 draft pick in the NBA draft. We got Devin. How you doing, Devin? I think we lost him early. All right. Oh, there you go. All right. How you doing, Devin? All right, let's move on. All right. So we also with the Calvin Klein on here to defend his people. We got my man Dino Blaze. How you doing, Dino? Oh, I think your mic is on mute. There you go. All right, I got you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, unmute it. There we go. All right.
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
Doing great. All right. And we also, last but not least, we got Javon. What's up, Javon?
How y'all doing, man? Let's get it.
All right. All right. Hey, Devin, you with us?
Yeah. I'm here. You know, little mishap, but I'm ready. Ready? This NBA talk getting down to the nitty gritty.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. Look, y'all already know. Before we get started, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share with somebody that y'all know that can get them on this show. It's gonna be a good one today, and so they're gonna watch along with you guys. Also, use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all put in. As you can see, the one we're putting up right now. All right, so just keep communicating. We can see it, and we will respond. All right, so we're gonna kick things off, and we gotta talk about the Lakers, y'all. We gotta talk about the Lakers. They just got eliminated last night by Phoenix to contend for the playoffs. And it was a promising year for them to make it to the NBA Finals, right? So we're going to kick this off with Devin. So, Devin, just give me your reaction on the Lakers being out the playoffs completely.
All right, y'all. So my initial reaction, I ain't even going to lie. I was shocked. They ain't even make the play-in tournament. This is a team that I had, if not coming out the West, going at least to the Western Conference Final when the season began. And I know what y'all probably think, everybody know how Westbrook is at this point in his career. But I was still, I'm banking on LeBron James, Anthony Davis. And if you guys ask me, the most disappointing player in the league this year is Anthony Davis. I know it's other people that played, but Anthony Davis, if at this point in his career, we just got to call it how we see it. He's just not a reliable player. He might not be that guy. And to be honest, I got some debates on if he should be on the top 75 team, especially over Dwight Howard. But as far as my initial reaction to the Lakers, I was shocked. I still can't believe it's happening. I was believing in LeBron, thinking he could pull it off, but with the supporting cast that he had, there's no way he was making the playoffs.
I will. The one word that feel funny as well. The one word that come up when I think about the Lakers, especially over the last couple of interviews that I've seen, is accountability. none of them are taking accountability. I'm not sure if I've been listening to all LeBron James interviews, but like I don't know if he's taking any or a lot of the blame as he should as the leader of the team. Everything I seen where the reporters were asking Westbrook a question, he was trying to like deflect it back or make a joke out of it, or like he pretty much wasn't taking any accountability on his play. Anthony Davis, they just asked him about it. He blamed it all on injuries. He didn't blame it on nothing else. As if when he was playing, he was first team All NBA. Like, what was he at? Like 22 points. People say that's good for the NBA and not for Anthony Davis. He's a top 75 player, like you said, and their defense was a major problem, as everybody knows. And it's really no excuse if you have a guy like Anthony Davis, because Utah does not have a lot of top tier defenders. But Rudy Gobert, with his play and his activity, keeps them afloat defensively, or keeps them top tier defensively throughout the regular season. So even when Anthony Davis was playing, like he wasn't playing to his potential. So I don't understand how he just blamed it all on injuries. It's not they giving Westbrook too much blame. You know what I'm saying? It's not a natural fit. Before the season, I just thought off star power, they would make it work. But they trying to make LeBron James an all NBA player because he's averaging 30 points, but like they ain't even make the play-in. And Bradley Beal was just averaging 32, didn't make the playoffs, and he didn't even make an All-Star game. So like I guess that's the media and that's LA. But that's my reaction on the Lakers. They hadn't taken any accountability on the season. They blame it on everything else except for what they did when they was on the court.
Those are good points you made. My initial reaction was, wow, they couldn't even make the play-in. Like, a lot of people thought they was going to make the finals, but I didn't see it from the beginning due to the Westbrook. But the one word I can say that the reason why the Lakers aren't succeeding is superstars. The three superstars aren't doing what it takes to win. Anthony Davis always hurt. He's not there. And then when he is there, he's not really making a big effort to really make his presence known. He's just out there. LeBron, he once was the guy that made everybody around him better, but it seems as if this year he was more of a scorer than trying to, make his guys around him better. Westbrook, he don't deserve all the blame, but he deserves a lot of the blame due to the fact that what they gave up to get him. They traded away all their defense, all their guys that really, fed off LeBron. LeBron fed off them, and they got in a lot of guys that really don't defend. They're more offensive guys, but they're not even hitting shots. Westbrook, he turns the ball over at times because it's not a natural fit, like everybody keeps saying. So they're not using Westbrook right. LeBron shooting too many threes. He's not really trying to get his guys involved like the old Bron, which made him the great guy that he is, the great player that he is. Really, it wasn't his scoring; it was his ability to really make a sorry team look good. So, my biggest take was, wow, they couldn't even make the play in. And the reason I feel like is their superstars didn't, put that work in for them to get there. You can't blame the role players at all, really.
Sad.
Yeah, my initial reaction is disappointment. I'm not surprised because I seen it going this way from the way they was playing. I did remain hopeful that they will be able to just turn it around. I did see spots this season where I felt like they was a great team, but they just didn't sustain it. So I just felt like they would turn it around. Jamo made a great point when he said about accountability. Definitely Russ, wasn't taking accountability, but all of them really weren't because even from Dwight Howard to Melo to LeBron to even Malik Monk, they were always, when things was going bad, they would always say, well, wait till we get to the playoffs, wait till we get to the playoffs, wait till we get to the playoffs. It was like they was taking the games they was playing and losing for granted because they knew, okay, well, the end of the season comes, they could just turn it around. And I was a person of the moment because I felt like they could do it as well, but They just never did it. So I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked at all. I am disappointed. And like even one more point I want to make, like Javon said, he made a great point as well. Like all the blame isn't on Russ, but he takes a lot of the blame because they did ship away a lot of key players for him. So with that aspect, you do have to, step out of. Given the fact they had like so many different lineups, he didn't really get a chance. I feel like to like be consistent and play how he should play. But my reaction is just disappointment. I'm not surprised or shocked at all.
Yeah, the mood here is it's like we got a funeral or something. Like, right? It's feel like, golly.
Bring in Undertaker.
It's bad.
Man's picture. But I mean, like I did have them. I did pick them to make it to the finals. But then I also said I picked them in the net. I said one of these teams aren't gonna make it. I think I told you that, Jamo. I said one of these teams aren't gonna make it. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's injury. Something gonna happen where it ain't gonna work out. So the blame is to me in order is I think number one is Russ, number two is AD, number three is LeBron. I think it's in that order, and you can't blame none of the role players, because they are feeding off the superstars. So what I don't like about what LeBron did, I truly think LeBron is not saying he's trying to win. I think going to the season, he prioritized winning, but then once he saw how the season was going, he truly prioritized statistics, like personal stats. I mean, he took even more shots. It's an All-Star break. He took a lot more shots in the All-Star break. He's averaging 8 threes a game. You feel me? And then on top of that, these are down the stretch on these crucial games. You taking days off for your ankle injury. Now it's going to be interesting because for him to get the scoring title, he got to play 2 more games. So if he come back in these 2 more games, that tells me everything about what his mindset was. How you going to sit out these games, but you come back when the games don't matter, all right? So that's one thing. And then you got AD, all right? AD, we all know about him. He does not hurt. He always hurt and had to line up. Him blaming the injuries is BS, just like how he blamed the injuries while they lost to the Suns. But people forget Chris Paul got hurt. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Chris Paul got hurt, and that's why they got those wins for real, all right? So that's out. And then Westbrook, I think gets the most blame only because that he did not reach any other expectations they had for him coming here. They gave up the people they gave up to get him. The Wizards got a better record than the Lakers. Like the world, they got the best player. They got the best player in the trade, but yet the Wizards got the best record. I mean, and then Harold got moved to the Hornets. They got a better record than the Lakers. So all of them are doing better right now than the Lakers. Plus, Westbrook is not a good fit. And the problem was he was there for almost every game except one. He only missed one game this year, I think. And so he was available to make a difference more than anybody else on the team. LeBron was out for a period of time, so was AD. And on top of that, how he acts. Y'all said nobody takes accountability. He's the worst one out of all of them. He never takes accountability. And then he arguing with the media, and it's not a Laker thing. He always been that. He always been arrogant with the media, but he got away with it because, he was doing the triple-double thing on that stuff. He always been rude to the media, all right? But when you come to the Lakers and you playing like trash, you really can't. It looks bad now. You see what I'm saying? So he's always been this way. So that's how I look at it. I put Russ get the blame first, then AD, then LeBron.
This man AD said, me, LeBron, K Nunn. If we would have had K Nunn, I'm like, what? Kendrick Nunn? So Kendrick Nunn about to save y'all season now? And they said they had more starting lineups than wins. They had like 39, 40 different starting lineups. That's sad, bro.
They had 39 starting lineups, right? But I want to interject real quick, right? I would say LeBron gets most of the blame, right? Only because, and I mean, he balled more than anybody saying, but it didn't really equate to anything. But I would only say LeBron because it was so many games where it's like these are gimme games. Like we should have won those. And Russ is LeBron, and LeBron isn't taking over, and he's not closing those games. I feel like if you are LeBron James, if you are that guy, if you are the second or first greatest player ever of all time, some of them games you have to close. You know, like I feel like it's no excuse for that because a lot of those games it was 5 point leads, be up maybe like 5, 6, 7, or 8 with like 4 minutes left to go. And where's LeBron at? He doesn't take over. He doesn't close the game. Granted, he's old, but still, like if you're LeBron, you gotta close that game out. And I never seen
So
him really do that this season.
with it was a point Jamo made about LeBron he probably will make first, second. I think it's gonna be second team All NBA. I don't think he should make first team, but it's gonna be second or third. So I'm not really debating your point because I mean, well, you saying you don't think he should make it at all, so I guess I am. But you gotta remember back in the day, Kareem Abdul, well, he was Lou Alcindor at the time. He won an MVP, and they ain't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, the players was voting though. That's what
yeah,
the players
I heard
voted.
you.
So they was gonna give it to him because he's the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying?
I think that mean more though, as far as the players voting. I think that mean more because
the players, and the players when they do the All-Star stuff, LeBron get a lot of votes when it comes to the players. This has been years. It's because you can't go. Players go over their feelings too. You can't go over what the players say. Yeah. Kareem got a dog on MVP. They didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it was like 72.
But real quick, can I say something what Dino said, right? You said you blame LeBron. Listen, I agree with you. LeBron ain't close a lot. LeBron ain't playing defense. But if you are a superstar named like Russ, right? That's the expectations we got for him. He's a superstar, at least an all-star. If your teammate is averaging 30, I don't care if you're playing defense. I don't care if you're rebounding. I don't care if you're getting assists. If I'm an all-star and I have a teammate that's averaging 30, while shooting a good field goal percentage, so it's not like he's just jacking and looking stupid. He's shooting a good field goal percentage. We got I'm more than enough to get us to the play-in. That's how I look at it. So the fact that Westbrook didn't carry the load when they needed him, he got to get blamed because he didn't. I mean, I can only name 2 games possibly: San Antonio and
the one he hit the buzzer beater off the glass.
You said what?
The one he hit the buzzer beater off the glass too.
Toronto, Miami. I think Miami at first I played Miami, played good, and the Spurs. Those are only games I could truly think off the top of my head. And I said, yeah, Westbrook took over this game and won them this game. That's in the 82-game season. And he's supposed to be an all-star. I could name more games for Jordan Poole and the Warriors than I could for Westbrook and the Lakers. Yeah. That's not good. So that's why I think he should be most to blame.
He had a terrible season. I'm not debating that. He had a terrible season. I'm not debating that at all.
Yeah, he need to go.
I'm just saying there's some games that we could have took home.
I agree. I agree with, but I think AD doesn't get second blame. I think he gets third blame, only because he was injured.
Yeah,
and and that's what he is. He's been injured his whole career. Like ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? So Russ and Bron gets the same amount of blame, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Because them 2 guys alone should be able to make the playoffs. I don't care. Even Russ by himself with them, LeBron they can win. They should be able to win games just by themselves because of who they are. They're known for just carrying teams. You know what I mean? And them 2 together, like, come on, man. That's the biggest disappointment, really. It's not really AD because AD always hurt. It's LeBron and Russ. Everybody knows you can't really do nothing with Russ, but everybody thought LeBron was the one that could do something with Russ. I'm not saying he don't have a chance because, they can come back next year and play way better after a year together, all season together. But
they better not get dark.
They got to break that up.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
And another thing I want to make a point on, I'm not trying to hear this, y'all putting too much on LeBron at year 19 or whatever age. I'm not trying to hear that because if he averaging 30, then he should be held to the same standard in every other aspect of the game. Like if he can go out there and score 30,
I agree.
He can guard his man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If he can score 30,
I agree.
If you're gonna score 30 and not guard your man, score 24 and guard your man, bro. Like we'll live with that. But you can't drop 30 and not guard your man. Like even I don't know, man.
Nah, man.
I just can't. Nah, Devin, for real, bro.
It's too much. That's too much.
No, it's not too much, bro.
I got you, Jamo.
It's not too much.
Because
you got to understand the team that they put together. They knew going into the season that they had no defense.
Yeah.
They knew that. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron
But you know how much it take out of you on the offensive end. But it's not just. But he's not just the scorer. He's not just the scorer though. He is the scorer. They wanted him to rebound. Y'all want him to facilitate because Joe and Javon, I want y'all to respond to it. Y'all was saying you can't blame the role players at all, but at the end of the day, them NBA players getting contracts, making money. They got his shots. LeBron James, I think he led the league. I don't think it was last year, but the year before in the bubble in assists. And this year, I think he averaged like 4 assists. Now he is averaging like 21.8 shots a game. I think he leads the league in shots per game. But he had to shoot. He passing. It's not like he's not passing the ball to them. They ain't making no shots. Like somebody at the end of the day to get an assist, you got to make a shot.
But another thing, I'm sorry, Joe. Another thing though, he doesn't drive as much no more. He pulling threes. How many Joe? 8 threes a game. So it's like he's not the same Bron. He's not even looking to really get his guys in. He's looking to score more. So it's not like he's the same Bron dishing, and they ain't hitting. He's shooting more. Like you said, he's shooting the most shots in the league. Mm-hmm. I feel like he was looking for Westbrook to be that guy that dish and do all that, but that hasn't worked out. So I feel like that assist thing, it ain't. That's why we say you gonna blame the role players. You got Russ and Bron. Like, come on now.
They gotta get a little bit of blame. They NBA players.
They don't cheese it every single game.
They do get blamed.
They go off.
I agree with that.
All right, and then tell you his defensive rating is the only people that he's worse than are people that's not on the team no more. All right, the people that's worse than him. But look, Devin.
Yeah, because he got a better field goal. He got a better defense field goal percentage than Giannis. LeBron do.
All right, look, let me say this.
He's not better defending Giannis.
I ain't saying better than
LeBron, man, cutting back door. He don't
listen.
Don't even try, Devin. Numbers
don't lie.
All right, Devin. Look, Devin. You said it's too much, right? So look, I was saving this for Rondo because I knew Rondo was going to say so. Y'all asking the 39. Y'all asking in the year 19.
I'm not saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Do that. That's Ron always said. So let me tell you something.
Is Ron popping up?
Yeah. No, that's what Ron would say.
Is he gonna pop
Devin
up?
taking the spot. Right? So look, Devin. Michael Jordan, right? I called Javon and told him about this. I was so excited.
Talk about the Wizards years.
Yes, I am. The Wizards years. Listen to this.
They ain't make the playoffs. Both of them years, too.
Hear me out. When Jordan was 39 years old with the Wizards, right? You got put everything into perspective. The year before, the Wizards had a worst season in their history, franchise with 19 wins. They were the second worst defense, right, on that team. They were the second worst defense. Jordan's first 50 games, they went 26-21, right? Jordan was averaging 25, 6 and 5. This is at 39 years old. 25, 6 and 5. The Wizards were the 4th best defensive team in the NBA, and Rip Hamilton only played 16 games, and they were 15-1 with Rip Hamilton. And then Jordan hurt his meniscus, and then they fell off, and then he shut the season down, and they didn't make the playoffs. So Jordan did all that at 39. He was playing both ends of the floor and averaging a steal and a half, 1.5.
What was his defense? Yeah, you gotta give me his defense and numbers, bro.
And this is after he took a 3-year layoff. Like he ain't played for 3 years, and he's part owner, GM, and basically the coach.
But you saying he ain't played for 3 years? Is that helping or hurting? Because he got 3 years rest. 3 years rest on his body.
No, it's not.
Them played 19 straight years.
If LeBron look, if LeBron would have took 3 years off, I believe the last 3 years he wanted like when you come back off a 3-year layoff, you need time in the season to adjust and stuff like that. I'm talking about like the first 50 games of the season, they were 26-21. After they were the worst team basically in the Eastern Conference the year before.
But you gotta talk about the defenders on the team too. It was some big towers. Yeah, Jahadi White down there. I think I'm not saying they nice. I'm not saying they nice. You thinking offensively. Y'all thinking the name. When you got big, bulky players down there, that helps out. You had Tyronn Lue on the team. He was a decent perimeter defender. Now y'all thinking because he got shook by Iverson. But come on, man.
With
Like,
Devin,
you
they
gotta
had the
be-
second worst
Devin, I'm not
defense.
asking him. I'm not asking him to guard Giannis and KD and all. I'm
Effort.
asking him to guard his man. Like,
Oh, we
I'm
just
asking
asked you
him
to play hard.
I'm asking him to rotate when somebody else double
Yeah.
team and pick up on the open man and contest a 3-point shot. I'm
Yeah,
asking him
Stop
to
cherry
play
picking.
passing lane. I'm asking
I
him to
can't
rotate
defend his
the
defense.
drive for the lob. Like there's
can't
so many
defend
people
it.
that get off ball buckets because he don't be paying attention.
I can't defend all of his defensive efforts this year. All I'm saying is he might be tired.
But Devin,
He might.
That
And
can't
then
be an
Devin-
excuse though.
and then Devin, like you keep saying that this teammates ain't making shots. The problem ain't offense for the Lakers. It's defense. Like the reason why he like people
it's
say he
offense
passing
too.
for
Well, it's all, yeah.
they ain't stopping nobody.
It's offense too. They can't score in that third quarter. That third quarter, they be cold.
They be picking quarters. Sometimes they start the game off good. You feel me? And then
Not
they
they.
can't finish it. Sometimes they go down by 20 and have a
Yeah.
surge in the second half. Like
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
LeBron and the Temptations.
the Temptations. All right, cool. So all right, enough of the Lakers. We're gonna move on. That was good. I guess everybody's on the same
We
page.
back next year, baby. We back next year, y'all. Stay tuned.
I don't think
Keep
Russ
that
gonna be
same
ready
energy.
next
You better
year.
hope.
We-
You better
All
hope
y'all
Russ
watching,
there.
keep the same energy. Nah, Russ
Keep the
gonna be
same
there.
energy.
He wanna be
Russ
there,
gonna be
but
there.
I don't think they
He gonna be there because
Get some better
it's
role
too
players.
many. But that's a whole different discussion. But I guarantee he gonna be there.
Yeah, he
Nah.
wanna stay. He said.
Yeah, he gonna live in LA, but he ain't gonna be playing.
No, he gonna go to
He
the.
can't be there.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna take his
He
contract.
gonna be there.
All right, it's good.
That and AD and LeBron. That's ain't nobody
Only
gonna take
been-
that contract.
Hey Devin,
But he
hey,
gonna
Devin,
be there next year. Magic Johnson even say they need
What's up,
Brandon Knight.
John?
hey Devin, I see you used to play NBA Live because I know Jahadi White had the block sign on him.
Y'all sleeping.
I know.
Y'all sleeping
I know.
on Jahadi
I
White,
know.
Popeye Jones,
Nah.
Papa,
Jahadi White. Nah. Him and Popeye
Jarvis
Jones. No.
Hayes.
Sorry.
Y'all sleeping
I'm
on my
sorry.
mom.
Face.
Jared
sorry.
Jeffries is on that team.
Come
Yeah.
on, Morpheus.
Girl, that's even
Marquise
cheese.
Brown.
All right, let's get it. So look, all right, y'all. So look, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also share with somebody, have them come on so they can join us and have fun. Use our comment section. We can see all the comments y'all putting up. We appreciate that. Also, we are doing a race to 1,000 subscribers. We're doing a 5 jersey giveaway on
Let's
June
get it.
21st, 2022. So the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Right now, we got like 198. It's hovering around 200. All right. So listen, subscribe, tell people about it. And in the comment, not this comment, go to like an actual video, comment hashtag jersey giveaway. You will enter the competition. Jersey of your choice. You don't need a LeBron or KD jersey. Get whatever jersey you want, any sport. And we're going to send it to you. All right. On June 21st. All right. So now let's, I'm tripping. Here we go. I just took Devin down on accident. All right. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we lost Blaze. Blaze having some connection issues. All right. But this next topic right here, we're going to talk about the MVP. All right. The MVP. So look, right here, do your thing, expand if you have to, because you're making a case. All right. You're making a case for your guy. I want to hear your case. All right. Y'all lawyers. All right. I need to hear why your man the MVP. Who you got? So Jamo gonna start us off right here. I'm pretty sure I know who he got. All right, but I'm curious.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Trust
Jamo,
the-
go ahead.
Big. All right, so Tristan Thompson MVP. Oh no. Kick this man out the
What?
comment section. Get this man out the comment section.
I need a Jerry Stackhouse jersey.
All right, so of course I got Joel Embiid MVP. MVP. All right, Blaze is back. MVP is Joel Embiid, Blaze.
I'm sorry, fellas.
You
You know what I'm
go.
saying?
I'm sorry, fellas. My bad. I apologize. My
So-
service is a little wacky over here.
So, right around All-Star break or, right around mid-season, Embiid was atop of a lot of people, most people's MVP ladder, And apparently since All-Star break, some things have happened that they're trying to put Giannis and Jokic over him. So these are their stats for the regular season. Just to give you just slight. I'm not even going to read through a bunch of stats. So Embiid is 30.4. He's officially passed LeBron for the scoring title. 49% from the field, 11.6 rebounds. Giannis is also 11.6 rebounds, 29.9 points. He's right behind Joel Embiid, and he's 55% from the field. Jokic is 58% from the field, averaging 27 with 13.7 rebounds. And we know Jokic also passes, so he's like 8 assists, 7 point something assists. So that's what they're doing for the regular season. Stats are kind of close. The records are kind of close. So I guess you're just going off eye test, your personal, view or whatever. But Embiid has the most 40.10 rebound games in the NBA.
Okay.
The last person, I can't remember the name, that had as many as he has, though, has won MVP. So this is what he's done post All-Star break. Send this a what have you done for me lately league. This is post All-Star break. Jokic is 31.3, 13 rebounds. Embiid is 32.4 with 12 rebounds. Giannis is 29.4 with 12 rebounds as well. Now, when they played each other, when Jokic played Embiid, people trying to say Jokic outplayed Embiid, which he did not. Jokic hit that bucket when he fell to the side when Embiid bumped him. That was the only bucket he got in the clutch. That's the only thing he did in the clutch. Bones Highland, the rookie off the bench, won them that game. So I can't give Jokic no nod over Embiid for that game. I can't do it.
What about Giannis?
When the Giannis, let me get to it. The Giannis game, Giannis outplayed him, blocked the game with a shot, hit the bucket down the stretch and everything. I give Giannis that, outplayed him. But before that, Embiid had like 45 on his head and put Giannis under the basket 4 or 5 times. Like, we got to take that into consideration too. And that was without James Harden. You see what I'm saying? So how are we looking at it? Are we looking at it like the whole season? Or are we looking at the last few games or what have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? So since they like to bring out all these advanced stats, Jokic has better win shares than Jokic. I mean, Embiid has better win shares than Jokic and Giannis, higher plus minus than Jokic and Giannis, and he has higher defensive rating than Jokic and Giannis. This is post All-Star break.
Oh, okay.
This is post All-Star break that I'm reading right here. Also, I can make a case. See, some people try to say that when you get a good player on your team like James Harden, it takes away from your MVP case. I can make a case that is taken away from his case, not that way though, in a completely different way. Because before James Harden got there, Embiid and Maxey were closing a lot of the games that were down the stretch. Since Harden's got there, we cannot close games. And some of that is on Harden. So he's there messing up the MVP case because every time Embiid dropped 40 and 12, we lose, and it's like, they lost again. I remember we played the Bucks.
Sure.
We down 2. I can't believe I think we down 1 or 2. And James Harden has Robin Lopez on him. ISO, he shoots a step back 3. Down 2. And that's when Embiid got the rebound and went it back up. Like, what kind of play is that? We have the best half-court player in the NBA right now, and he doesn't touch the ball down the stretch? And you got Harden shooting a step back 3 over a 7-footer? And Harden fat? Like, come on, man. And then even if James Harden won an ISO, you got Embiid sitting in the corner. What is Doc Rivers doing? Doc Rivers is also messing up Joel Embiid's MVP case. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Embiid ain't doing nothing to mess up his case as well, because he's doing little stuff too. But those things that I just named play a major role. And I guess how you want to say his MVP case dropped a little bit. But to me, it didn't. I guess I'm being biased because that's my guy. But that's my argument towards what's been happening lately, because what's been happening lately is what took him off the top.
Okay. All right, Javon.
That was a good take.
Man was prepared.
You could have got OJ Simpson off the hook.
Hey, he said we was lawyers. You
I'm not gonna go deep into the numbers because you got touched a lot of them, and I know a lot of y'all gonna touch the numbers. I'm gonna talk about more because all 3 of those dudes balling out, and we always know that the guy that always had the best stats and always get MVP. So the stats ain't gonna really determine it. With these 3, I feel like it's deeper than that. I feel like I agree with you. Harden did hurt Embiid in that way because he don't get fed as much as he needs to. He still gets his numbers though, but he doesn't get fed during them crucial moments like he needs to for him to seal the deal. And even though, like you said, Bones Highland won on the game, they still lost. You know what I mean? And Jokic didn't like put him over the top, but he played a pivotal role in them winning. You know, so at the end of the day, Embiid does lose and has been losing. I'm gonna just say has been losing. Like against the Nuts, they got spanked. Like it was bad. Against like KD was a former MVP pick before he got hurt, of course. Against like the top MVP guys, he's taking L's, you know. And KD and them came in there and spanked him. Who else? Jokic and them beat him. And then Giannis and them, you know, they came in the joint and spanked them. So, but they
Detroit,
ain't spank them, but they beat them.
the
So, and
Pistons.
then another thing that's hurting them be him coming out talking about what else I gotta do. They hate me.
He shouldn't have said that.
Stop crying, bro. You acting like
I'm
nah, he
telling
really
you.
acting like he the clear favorite though. Like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you're not, bro. You're not. Like you
Yeah,
balling. Don't get me wrong. You a dog, but there's other guys that's just as like balling just as much as you. Iverson won an MVP. You ain't hear him crying. You know what I'm saying? So that's him. Giannis, you know, I feel like he's second to me. You know, he and the reason why this dude is ready, man. Like when it's time to play against a top guy, this dude comes out and he said, "Yo, I'm about to dog him."
Except
And
Luca.
yeah, that is true. I ain't gonna lie. Luka don't just spank them. Luka don't just
They
spank them.
didn't spank them, but yeah, they beat them.
But it's more. I would say it's more for those bigger guys, the
Mhm.
KDs, the Embiids, you know, the big dog. Jokic, even those like the big dogs, he try like go at them. You know, AD, he dog AD every time he see AD. So, and lately he's been putting on a show, you know, against those type of guys. You know, he's been winning and he's been doing what it takes. You know, he becoming that guy every year. He can win MVP like every year. You know, easily.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Jokic is the MVP right now, and it's because of what he's doing with what he has. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Nuggets got a squad with or without Murray and all. They got a squad. Don't got a lot of other guys like superstars, but they got some guys. I mean, Will Barton missed some time, of course, in the beginning, you know, and once he's been back, he's been a big factor because he liked that for real. But I give Jokic the edge just because he's getting it done with less, and he shows up like he makes the right. And B gets hindered by Harden because Harden play makes. Jokic doesn't get hindered that much by guys because he play makes, you know. So that gives him more opportunities to close games and things like that. So I feel like that's what's giving him an edge is the fact that he has the ball more in crucial moments and making those decisions. He got game winning assists and buckets. You know what I'm saying? So I think Jokic is the guy right now.
All right, Blaze. I want to know who you got.
Great points.
I th- it's it's tricky for me. I really don't know to be honest with you. Like I can't really pick. I would say I would say that Embiid and Giannis are having more flashier years as far as like more they're making more statements as far as like putting everybody else on notice. Meaning like everybody else is really seeing what they're doing, especially Giannis. And Embiid as well though, putting up them great numbers. But I do kind of think that Jokic is going to take it because just by what Vaughn just said, he's doing the same thing they're doing quieter, but it's like he's doing it with a lot less. And he's putting up the same numbers, if not better, than them guys as well. He's only like, and overall, I think wins and losses, I think the Nuggets are only like a game or so behind Philly. If you want to put 2 games behind Philly, if you want to do it as far as like how many games they win, and Philly has, in my opinion, had a way better squad than the Nuggets do, especially without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. So I do feel like Jokic is kind of like going to creep away with it, but it wouldn't surprise me if Embiid was to get it. I don't think they're going to give it to Giannis for the simple fact that, like, I watched one of your earlier episodes and you said that they're kind of tired of like giving Giannis it because it's like he can always win it or whatever. And I don't think they're going to let Giannis get it this year. So I do think it's going to come down to a two-man race between Embiid and Jokic. And but I will say, if I feel like if Embiid can run away with the scoring title, then that helps his chances of getting the MVP. But
It does.
I really can't decide. I really can't decide, to be honest with you. But in the grand scheme of things, I think they may give it to Jokic.
You got it right, brother. It's Jokic. It's Jokic.
All
So
right,
look,
y'all.
y'all.
Go ahead.
All
Y'all
right, all right. Huh?
Y'all talking about Jokic, y'all racist.
I'm sorry, Jamo.
All right. So look,
I'm
I
sorry,
think if
Jamo.
and look, this is real talk, y'all. I think if LeBron James had the season Jokic is having this year, he probably win almost unanimous MVP. If you replace Jokic with LeBron, he would be unanimous MVP right now. Jokic, what he's doing this year is out of control, y'all. It's like something that's never been done before in NBA history. Listen to this. Jokic is top 10 in all these categories. He averaging 27 points, top 10, 13 rebounds, top 10, 8 assists, top 10, 58% field goal percentage, top 10, 66% true shooting, top 4, right? And he's second in field goal percentage. He got 65 double-doubles. Second place got 50. All right. He got 19 triple-doubles. Second place got 13. It's all point guards. It's until LeBron shows up, right? Right. So that's out the way. The stats is ridiculous. Then you look at the analytics. It's OC. He's number one in PR. Do y'all know the last 6 years, whoever had the number one PR won MVP? The last 6 years, really the last 9 out of 10 years. The only person who didn't win it was AD the year Steph won the first time. Other than that, everybody in the last 10 years who had number one PER was the MVP.
He wouldn't have won it
Not
last year.
only
Everybody He wouldn't have won it last year. Everybody got hurt. But go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. And B probably had a higher PER if he would stay healthy. So look, PER. Not only he's number one, he has the highest in history.
In history, baby.
He's breaking the record in PER this year. All right. He's number one in offensive win shares. He's number one in defensive win shares. Now, y'all might call this a fluke, right? Y'all know who number 2 through 5 is? 2 through 6. Number 2 is Tatum. Number 3 is Gobert. Number 4 is Embiid. Number 5 is Williams from the Celtics. Number 6 is Mikal Bridges. All good defenders, right? But yeah, Giannis is the best defensive win shares, right? Number 1. Also, you want to say maybe because all right, win shares per 48 minutes, he's still first. You go to plus minus. Offense, he's first. Defense, he's first, right? And they got another stat that how many points you contribute to your team called value over replacement. He's first in that too. So that's that. You look at his team. Javon said he ain't got a lot to work with. He leads his team in all the statistical categories. All right. He didn't have Michael Porter Jr. He didn't have Jamal Murray. Nobody on his team averages more than 15 points. Not even more. Nobody on his team averages 15 or more points, 7 or more rebounds, 5 or more assists. When Embiid got Harden, who averaged 21, okay, Harden went there all year. Tobias averaged 17. Maxey, who averaged 17. Steph Curry was there. He averaged 15. He ain't got no help like that on his team right now. You look at Giannis. Giannis got Middleton, who averaged 20. Drew Holiday, who averaged 18. But Joe, he averaging all that stuff because he got the ball in his hand a lot. That's BS. Because usage rate, Luka is first, Embiid is second, Giannis is third. Jokic is ninth in usage rate, but yet he leads his team in all single categories. He got less help, and his team only got 2 wins less than Giannis and Embiid. So you can only factor in winning when you're a top 2 seed, in my opinion. When you're a top 2 like team in the NBA or top 3 team in the NBA, not your seed, then the NBA. You look at the NBA, the Bucks are 5th in the whole NBA. The Sixers are 8th. So it's not like they dominated in the wins, and the Nuggets are 10th. And like I said, Nuggets are only 2 wins behind them. So when I look at it, you can't go off wins, all right? Jokic got the ball less than them, but his numbers are way better across the board. Like, it's way better. So I think if it was anybody else, he would be unanimous.
Hey, preach, brother. This a couple of little stats for you. These just the last 6 games I'm not gonna say no names or nothing. I'll just throw some numbers out there to y'all, and you can do with them what you please.
I think I know where you're going with
This
this.
is
Go ahead.
this is the points category. Last 6 games, points category: 41, 38, 38, 37, 26, 35. Rebounds: 17, 18, 19, 13, 11, 17. Assists: 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 7. That's just the last 6 games. I believe they 4-2 over the last 6 games. Talking about the Nuggets. So obviously, y'all know who my pick is: Jokic, the big dog. And I will say this, because y'all, you might not believe me, Jamo, but you can ask Joe. I had Embiid, then I switched to Giannis. Now I done went back to Jokic. And I feel like this. As of right now, Jokic is my pick. And I told Joe, I'm not going to make my vote until Saturday when they do the official voting as far as the media, because it's been going back and forth. Now I got to factor in Embiid with the 45-point game the other night. I had told Joe it was Giannis when he had the game on Embiid, and then he played KD.
KD.
The next night he go lose to Luka. So I had to. It just switching so much for me.
Yeah.
Only look at Jokic last night. He just took that bad loss to the Spurs, kept them in the play-in, messed up my Lakers' chances. But that's not here or there. So as of right now, if I got to give somebody the MVP, I'm gonna go with Jokic because of what Joe was saying. For us, I think he's doing the most with the least amount of help. Far as Giannis and them over the last 11 games, I think they, with the loss to the Mavericks, I think they are 5-6 or 6-5. It's one of the two. So it's not like they've been killing teams, running through stuff. Then with Philly, they had a couple bad losses. Like that loss to Detroit, I'm just like, come on, y'all. If Embiid like that, like he's supposed to be, even if Harden playing bad, you gotta will them to a win. Because that's what we saying about LeBron. If you the MVP, especially you 7'2", almost 300 pounds, biggest player on their team is I think Isaiah Stewart. He don't compare to Embiid, so you got to win that game. But when I watch my eye test, when I watch the games, Jokic he impact the game so much. He make his players. He might be the person in the league right now to make people around him the best. He might be the guy right now in the league who it used to be LeBron, but it might be Jokic at this point. I like Luka too, but I don't think he's sometimes whiny. He a power if he don't get his way. But Jokic, that's my MVP for right now. But like I said, could change for Saturday. Who knows? Embiid might go out there, give me 50 points, 2 step back threes, win the game.
And 3 blocks to win the game. I'm forget about that, y'all. Jokic got
he got
blocks.
highlight tape. He got highlight tape of him getting them 3 blocks too, y'all. So trust and believe it's real.
Quick, before I go, I wanted Elijah Jamo brought up the All-Star stats. Jokic averaging 29, 13, 8, 1.5 steals, and 1 block. No, 1 steal, 1.5 block. Shooting 60% from the field since the All-Star break.
He said they got 3-game win streak.
Dang.
Oh,
Dang, Jamo.
Man, I'm telling you, man. After all that stuff y'all just said, Harden ruined it for my guy, cuz.
He did.
Like,
he messed with that Detroit game too.
Like the Detroit game, the Brooklyn game, like the Brooklyn game is really where like I don't know, bro. Like it's Harden, it's Doc Rivers too. Like I'm really blaming them two and Embiid third. Like from what I'm seeing, Embiid third on that list. I'm talking about for Embiid's success though. Like they hindering his success. Like for the MVP, we losing games down the stretch. This man took Giannis. He took Embiid out the game, and they had Giannis in the game. I don't care what our normal game plan is, our normal rotation is. If Giannis is in the game, Embiid is in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
I think
they probably are gonna give it to Jokic though, cause Murray and Porter.
Yeah.
I think
Like
for
Ben
Embiid,
Simmons been missing, but he missing 2, so they gonna.
I think what Embiid needs to do to win MVP, y'all got to be a top 2 seed in the East, and he got to maintain the scoring title. I think he does that, y'all, and he will have a great shot. What Giannis had to do, because Giannis is like they fatigue with him, he got to win a scoring title, get the number 1, number 2 seed, and he got to pass Jokic in PER. I think You gotta do. And Embiid is right behind Giannis. It's Jokic, Giannis, Embiid in PER. So he still got an opportunity to pass him in PER. FYI. So it's Giannis though, man. Giannis. It's Jokic. It's Jokic, man.
Yeah.
It's Jokic.
Giannis ain't been balling all year, but the Bucks haven't been balling all year. Really, they're looking bad a little earlier in the season. Not bad, but subpar at best.
Because you know why? Because he was missing players. Yeah. I remember I made a video about
Oh yeah, he definitely
saying
was.
he ain't got Chris Middleton, he ain't got Lopez. I'm like, Jokic ain't got Jamal Murray and what's the name? Whatever his name is, I can't Michael Porter. So when these teammates lose their second, only person that with Giannis and then Embiid different. When Embiid didn't have Ben Simmons, he was actually that actually helped his case for real, I think. But then Harden, like you said, it kind of messed it up.
Hey,
So.
Can y'all remember the last center that won scoring title?
Shaq.
Oh yeah, that would hope Embiid.
But Shaq didn't average 30 though. See, that's the whole kill.
Exactly.
Yeah, Shaq average.
Shaq averaged 29, 28.
Yeah, but Harden not playing like Kobe either. Taking all the shots.
So what was Kobe averaging?
No, I feel you though.
28.
28.
Kobe averaged 28 in 2000.
They both was cooking.
Yeah, he was on.
They both. It was like 28. It was like 28.9, 28.5.
So
I don't know. I would have to check that. I don't know if Kobe averaged 28 in 2000.
No, the first ring,
Look at it.
on the
It
average
was.
like he didn't average like 28.
That was the year they played the Sixers.
It might have been the playoffs. He averaged 28.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Nah,
it was the playoffs.
The year
there's no way they both averaged 28 and he won MVP.
Well, listen, y'all out there, how much did Kobe
didn't even win the MVP in the finals or anything. Shaq was the big dog, hands down on the Lakers, regardless of what Kobe was doing. It was all Shaq was the guy during that time. It wasn't until Shaq left to Kobe got in the shine for real. Shaq was Shaq.
Yeah, and Kobe used to be for real their best player in the playoffs until they got to the finals.
He was, but Shaq was still Shaq though.
Like, in the finals,
not
had a
than
favorable
Shaq.
matchup. Every team they played, they had nobody that could guard them.
Yeah, I remember when they beat the Spurs, Kobe the one that got them over, and Shaq didn't even average a lot that series, But yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Before we do, y'all, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, when this video is over, when this show is over, you can go back and watch it, share with somebody so they can also watch it. All right, and then let me remove this real quick. All right, and then also 1,000 subscribers, y'all race to 1,000 subscribers. So we are doing a 5 jersey giveaway. So when this video is over, go on YouTube, go to the actual video, hashtag in the comment section, jersey giveaway. You enter the competition. We're going to do a random draw of 5 people, and they can get a jersey of their choice. All right? It could be any sport, any jerseys. Let us know, then we can send it to you. All right? And we're going to make that happen. So tell a friend, tell somebody to subscribe, get them on. Race to 1,000 by June 21st. All right? So we're going to end it with some last words like we always do. All right? We're going to go to the same orders. We're going to start off with you, Devin.
Well, I'm going to start off by saying I guess Dino raced to get that jersey already. This is a good debate, fellas. Good thing always coming and bringing the points. The NBA getting April 17th playoff start. So, I mean, I got to find a team to root for since my Wizards not in it. So, I'm sticking with my pick. The Dallas Mavericks are coming out the Western Conference. Spencer Dinwiddie, Finals MVP. I'm leaving it at that.
What?
It's like, nah, Luka Finals MVP.
Dinwiddie.
You got the Dallas Mavericks.
Hey, you gonna have people click through the show, man. They're gonna be like, what? Nigga, I ain't watched this show. All right, go ahead, Jamo.
All right, you want to start off by saying, great show, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I like the format. I like what we was doing. You know, we had a lot of engagement and back and forth going. Thanks for having me, as always, Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's good to talk sports. I also want to say, when you get that 1,000 subscribers, I want me a Wayne Gretzky jersey. I'm calling it that.
The great one.
The greatest athlete of all time. I ain't trying to hear none of them other arguments. He won like 9 MVPs straight.
Serena.
And Joel Embiid, trust the process. Joel Embiid MVP. I'm not trying to hear none of them arguments y'all talking. My man about to drop 50 the last couple games. It's solidified. I don't care who we play against. If you drop 50, how you gonna go against that? You feel me? Trust the process.
It's about how you end it too. You're right. It's about how you end.
Miles Turner ain't played last night.
Yeah, that's facts. He do got a lot of matchups with no centers. But
What happened with Miles Turner?
I appreciate being here with y'all fellas, man. Good debating. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, Devin. You know, my Magic ain't make the playoffs this year. So, you know, I'm going with the Nets. They're going to come down from the 10th seed and rise up and handle their business. You know, my boy Kyrie there, him and KD got to figure it out. They be jacking too much, I ain't going to lie. But they got to get their guys a little bit more involved, and then they just got to take over in them pivotal moments. So we're going to see how things go and play some defense. So, you know, until next time.
Okay, the Nets. Let's go. All right, Blaze.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a wonderful show. I had a great time. You know, I'm very hurt and disappointed about the Lakers loss. I just knew Russ was gonna get on one this year, but you know, it's all good. I don't got nobody to root for anymore for the rest of this NBA season, so I really don't care who wins. May the best team survive, I guess. I mean, it really don't matter to me at this point, but yeah, I'm disappointed. I really didn't want to come over here today, but you know,
hey,
happy you came.
There's a lot that you came on though, for real.
Hey, Blaze, you want some fries? Yeah. You want some fries with that song?
I didn't want to do it.
Hey, y'all, he gonna cry in the car.
Yeah, I need.
One more thing before we go. Everybody just remember, this is the 16th straight year that the Kings haven't made the playoffs. Chris Webber ain't walking through that door, Joe.
hey, when you said 16, I already knew you was going with it. I'm like, damn.
Oh man.
Hey, what's your number?
hey, Blade, I didn't know you said. Just imagine you got a sports show and you can't even talk about your own team.
No more. Yeah. They're the only one with a team in the playoffs.
Yes.
It's crazy.
You sure you got to know both sides. You got football and basketball. Football and basketball. You ain't got much to talk about.
Oh yeah. Speaking of football, I'm about to have a lot to talk about. Yeah.
Man, come on, the woodworks.
Yeah.
That was true.
Yeah,
I know Eagles won that division this year. Philly won the division this year.
Okay,
is that a Calvin Klein Philly? Is that a Calvin Klein Eagles joint?
Yeah, it do look like an Eagles.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
I'm representing the Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
It was a great job.
All right, awesome. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.